musters a smile for his nostalgia tale. Never coming near what he wanted to say, only to realize it never really was. She had a place in his life. He never made her.
We gotta hit the hook before we go. Hold on.
As she rises to her apology, anybody else would
Real sexy.
surely know who's watching her go. What a fool believes he sees. The wise man has the power
All right.
to reason away.
We thought we'd keep it real 70s sexy for you guys. You know what I mean? Striz knows all about that. Striz was walking around the streets with nothing but women running after him while he was listening to the Doobie Brothers. What's up, Striz? We got to give it. Look at that. Damn. It's too early for that, Striz. We got to give it.
I know. We're not even there yet.
Don't
Sorry
show it
about
to
that.
him. We got to make him pay for that sort of shit. Okay? What is going on? WLR in the house. Me and the Andrew Bello, the doctor of Thundernomics. What is up, sir? How are you?
I'm great. I'm sitting here next to my newest collection of random celebrity adjacent food items that I just purchased. Ladies and gentlemen, mustard, or should I say mustard? But yeah, very
For him, I'm
excited. It's
glad he's
actually
making
pretty
some
good.
money.
Got
nobody
two
does.
bottles, one to keep, one to try. So bought a fuck ton of soft pretzels this weekend and went to town. Paused. And yeah, so that's that's about all I got on that front. But the Yankees are now winning. Armand, I see you in the chat there. Juan Soto is never going to the playoffs, so I'll never know. But yeah, it's we've got the Yankees with the miraculous comeback here in Game 3, backs against the wall. 7-6 is the score.
Wow.
Bottom 5.
I thought they were going to get swept. And there's still a possibility for it to happen.
Sure.
Game's not over. So, I mean, you know, I'm a Yankee fan by genetics, by blood, you know. So I must follow this, but it doesn't look good. I didn't like this Toronto matchup to begin with, you know, but let's see. Who knows? They may still be able to pull it off. Please introduce the man, sir.
Oh, this man. You mean
That
the
man.
main event of the evening?
The only man, the only main event. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event of the evening, and he comes to us from the land of the Sun Devil by way of the Denver airport. He stands at 6 feet, 6.6 inches tall, weighing in at an unbelievably svelte 666 pounds. All biceps. God damn. There it is. Hits his cue this time. He is the master of the massive memories, the connoisseur of the colossal kajungas, and the hunker of huge hooters. Yeah, it's still Triple H, who we may be firing this week. He's sexy. He's stranglery. Strangler. Steve King.
Boom! Wow, that was an octave lower.
Yeah,
maybe 2 octaves lower than I'm used to.
maybe that was deep. I went deep for that one.
It was guttural. I love that. It was earthy.
Got to preserve the luscious tones. You got to preserve them.
The sultry, dulcet tones of when the Andrew Bello. Thanks, Bellows. I appreciate that.
Gotcha.
Welcome back to the show, guys. Hey, I have some big news.
What's up?
2CW is making a comeback a little bit.
A little bit.
We've announced 2 shows coming up in November. Everybody's been hearing about 2CW on the Amin Media Group platform now for like a decade. And we had a reunion show about 4 years ago. And Got to talking with Josh, the owner, as myself being the president of the company, and we thought maybe now would be a good time to maybe strike up the band and see what we have left in the tank. And we're offering a 2-night event in November, Friday, November 21st. We're doing the very first ever 2CW Hardy Party. We've had Matt Hardy in 100 times, but we've never had him with Jeff, and this is the first time. We have Jeff Hardy coming in with Matt, and they're going to do a specific meet and greet this night. We're going to have Jeff have his own 1-hour-long concert. Matt is going to do a 1-hour-long live podcast. We're not sure who his guest is going to be at this time, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty good. And that's going to be the first night, and that's going to be fun. We're doing a 2-night ticket, so if you just get one ticket, it gets you into both events. The second night is the classic 2CW wrestling with lots of matches on the card. So far, we've announced 2 talents. Godfather is making his debut. Nice. And we also have a returning Eddie Edwards, a crowd favorite that everybody's loved since day one. Right. So it's great to have Eddie back in the fold, and can't wait to have him up in the ring. So we're going to be offering a 2-night event ticket for anybody who's interested. It's going to be in Watertown, New York, Friday, November 21st, and Saturday, November 22nd. And the tickets are going to be on sale at 2CWWrestling.com. There'll be a full card coming up in the next week or so. And you can see all the talent that we're going to have on that card. There's a lot of guys coming back that we haven't seen in quite a while. And I'm looking forward to being there. And I get to fly up to upstate New York to go see my buddies.
That's dope, man. It's big news.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Very big news, man. I'm going to try to get out there for the Saturday. Friday, probably I won't be able to make it, but the Saturday, I'd love to see Striz. That's the main event, man. Like, really, if Striz was up there by himself, I'd try to make it. But to see the wrestling, why not, Bells?
It's gonna be a hell of a show, dude.
Bells, you got to try to make it, man, for the Saturday.
I'm noting it right now. Gonna look into it.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
That's better, right? That's not not a no.
It's not a no.
No, Striz definitely doesn't get a no. He gets some effort at a minimum.
2 stars are better than none.
There you go.
2-star effort. I'll take it.
No,
fantastic.
you kidding? I would love to be there.
Let's see who else we get to roll up there. I'd love to go.
That'd be fun. It's gonna be a great time.
Go see some wrestling, and that leads us to our topics this evening. Okay, because it's becoming harder. First off, I already said I wasn't watching WWE, and I go back on that just because Raw is still accessible to me, and sometimes I can watch SmackDown if I'm home, so I turn it on and I leave it on. I haven't seen a full episode in forever. The product is not good. It's not, right? For a variety of reasons that we've been documenting here on this podcast for quite some time. All right. Especially that these storylines just change and there's no resolution to them, and they just like freaking take a left turn, like especially with the whole Cena. How do you screw this up? How do you screw up the top star of this generation, his last run in the business? And I believe it when Cena says it. I don't believe it when any other wrestler says it. I believe that Cena is serious. I don't think he's ever coming back. Not in that capacity anyway, right? Not in a wrestling capacity. The guy's incredibly anal. There's something wrong with this guy. So I don't think he's coming back. How do you screw this up? And they have managed to complete screw this up, right? And while Triple H had changed me for a while, I was there. I was with him. I'm like, this is not bad. Give him some time. And while people were throwing the bad booking elements on Triple H, I would say probably not. It's probably The Rock, and that The Rock deserves a lot of the guilt for it. By the way, his newest movie, the fighting machine, the killing, whatever the hell it is, no one gives a shit, and it flopped like horribly. So there's that. So The Rock definitely had something to do with the atrocious product that they've been putting on in front of your TV for quite some time now. But it's gotten to the point where we can't excuse Triple H anymore, right? I'm not saying the guy should be fired. I'm just saying, the product is not that good. The in-ring is all right, but the product itself is not that good. Plus, with in addition, they're trying to price us out. Not trying, they are completely pricing somebody like me completely out, which makes it harder because at least, the data, the week to week television product wasn't that good, but at least I could watch the premium events, and those delivered 9 times out of 10. Right? At least they were fun. You know, it was something fun going on, right? And I'm still gonna watch the Rumble most likely because it's the Rumble. You know, and I want to be a part of the WWE universe. I want to like this. I want to enjoy it. I don't want to let it go, right? Even if it sucks, even if they're MAGA, and you guys know how I feel about that, I still want to watch the product. I just can't because it sucks and they're pricing me out. Right. So I've tried to watch some of AEW. That's not that good either. It's all right, you know, but it's not, I don't know. It's not good. So there's nothing really. WWE's buying up everything. Also, TNA is pretty much WWE at this point. NXT, AAA is WWE. You know what I mean? So, hey, we have an alternative, the AI wrestling, which we will get into in a bit. But I want to talk about Triple H. And this atrocious booking. Why can't Jey Uso cut a promo? I mean, you would think it would get better after it was this Monday, bro. I happened to catch the Jey Uso promo. The gods were smiling upon me when I turned on the television, and the first thing I see is Jey Uso cutting this awful promo. He's got to be the worst promo in the WWE right now, hands down. Just the worst.
I'm sorry. I gotta pick up where you just left off there real quick. The Jey Uso promos are unbelievably awful, even on WWE television. Billy Ray,
yes.
Strangler Steve,
Yes, sir.
audience. I happened to stumble upon a Jey Uso promo in the wild the other day. He was on ESPN doing like a short stint. You think these promos are bad in a wrestling ring on a microphone in front of a wrestling audience? Man, like, I mean, we're talking about like if a random alien had sat down on my couch and this was the first impression that they got of professional wrestling and professional wrestlers, like they would think this is the Special Olympics. Like it was just so unbelievably ridiculous. Even the people on ESPN who are like not exactly buttoned up professionals these days themselves were like kind of just like, what are we talking? What am I supposed to say to this guy? He just says and yeet. Like it's like I'm talking to a South Park character and his name is Timmy. Like this is not good. Like it's very strange, and it was just the fact that you mentioned that, I had to jump in and throw that on there. But let me steer this back to Triple H real quick, and then obviously I'm sure Striz has a lot to say about this as well. But the Cena thing is kind of like the perfect microcosm of the issue with Triple H. Is like he not only screwed it up, he kind of screwed it up twice. And I feel like he's primed to screw this up like a third time now with however it ends. All right, so they turn him heel, and he's going to be the last real champion. Like it, love it. At least it was something, and it was kind of compelling. Like we run this thing where Cena is this heel champion. He's just burying people left and right. It's like just over the top all the way to the end of the calendar year, and then somebody takes the belt off of him. Maybe it's Punk, in this like perfect full circle moment, which is what they probably should have done, or maybe it's like one of his classic opponents or whatever. At least it was an angle and it was cool to some extent.
Yeah.
Then they are like, nah, this isn't working. He's still coming out. The lady's calling him fucking the last real champion. He's not even champion. He's not going to be the last real champion. Like they completely bailed on that, but they're still referencing it for some reason. And now they're primed to, like I said, kind of end this in lackluster fashion. Like the internet apparently had to book the AJ Styles match for Triple H. He couldn't even get that one right. And now with the last opponent that we're ultimately going to get to, there's a lot of buzz about, is it, so apparently I read some reports saying that it could very well be somebody outside of WWE, which just sounds insane. Like that just doesn't even sound like it should be an option. Like anyone in charge that I'm like of what I know of them would even consider that. Like that's a huge rub and a huge opportunity for somebody to be John Cena's last match. You don't give that to somebody who's not IP that you control. Like that is just bananas. So if that ends up being the case and it is Edge, I'm going to be personally very disappointed. I know that the internet is like super pumped about it. I think like best case scenario is like Kurt Angle has been training his ass off for the last 2 years in preparation for this, and we get a real full circle moment where Angle comes back and we have that match one last time or whatever. That's probably a pipe dream. But then you do the opposite of that and you give some young kid the rub and you let him, beat Cena on his way out the door, Femi or Trick Williams or Carmelo Hayes, whoever the fuck you want to do it with. But I don't know, man. I feel like no matter what they do now, this is kind of like built to the point to where like you can't miss. And I don't even know that there's a hit out there, like I don't even think like you can reach into the hopper and pull out like a green ball here. Like they're all red. Like this is not going to end well. I think it's almost like when you're starting to like you cast Batman in your head a million times. Like no matter who James Gunn ultimately picks for Batman, it's going to be a disappointment because it's just like everybody's booked everyone and their mother, Alan Richardson, whoever fucking, Jake Gyllenhaal, whoever, all these people out there throwing all these ideas. It's just now that you get down to it after all of the bumps and bruises they've had with the Cena thing, which I do think is, again, kind of, exemplary of the whole Triple H booking run so far. It's just, it's not looking good, man. Unless he's got something crazy, he's going to pull out and it's going to blow all of our minds. I don't know. But again, I can't even put my finger on like what that would even look like.
Right.
Also, by the way, The Miz should get a match with Cena. Sorry, I had to throw that in there, but
he should get a match with him. I don't think it should be the last one.
Maybe not.
I think he should get a match with him. That's fine. Henry Cavill should be Batman. That's hands down. I don't think anybody would have an issue with that. They'd be very happy.
That'd be interesting.
And I think you're right. I think no matter who they pick, it's going to be a letdown for somebody. Like me, if I would have never turned John Cena heel. I would have had babyface. I said this before. I would have had babyface him versus Cody, and have him beat Cody, and go from there. Like nobody wanted to see a heel Cena. Nobody was asking for that shit. It was fine. It was cool when they did it. It's not that I'm against it. When they did it, it was like whatever. At least it was better than. It was something, and people were interested. And Cena was doing a decent job at it. I just think it was the wrong way to go. But regardless, now there's no one to pay this off, right? If Braun Breaker does it, I don't care. I certainly don't care if Edge does it. I don't want to see it, actually. Why do I want to see that? Why would I want to see? Why do I care if Edge returns to the WWE? He's not going to, by the way. He said what he said live on air about leaving, and he had to leave and he had to go see his family. He said that as part of a television show. I don't think he would have disclosed that, or maybe he wouldn't have been allowed to say that live on television, on an AEW show. I certainly wouldn't have allowed that. I know you're not saying that on my airwaves, so I don't think he's leaving, at least not to come back to WWE. There's no one. I would take Dirty Dom. That's what I would do. I would have Dirty Dom just beat him in some, underhanded way, and that's it. There's what's up, boss? What's up? Before I throw the script,
that's brilliant. Yeah,
I would. That's what I would do personally. But Striz, I know you have a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of stuff we covered here before we went to you. We talked a little bit about Triple H and how some of this booking has to land on him. They're saying hashtag fire Triple H. I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference. We want to keep Triple H there. In my opinion, I think he's the best person for the job at this point, and he still has the bridge over to the old WWE, and he knows how this works, and I think that's the best way. If they get rid of Triple H, The Rock is probably going to put somebody in there, and it's going to completely blow 10 times worse. At least we're still getting good in-ring action right now, and sometimes good PLEs. If The Rock takes over, it's going to be a disaster. Anyway, go ahead, Striz, and Cena's last. Give me your thoughts on Triple H. Give me your thoughts on Cena's run and how it relates to Triple H, and then of course Cena's last opponent. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I wouldn't know about the PLEs because I'm not watching them anymore because I'm not spending $30. So
there's
that.
The past one,
because there's not a fucking chance,
right?
That with the talent that they have, that I'm going to put that kind of money up every month to see no brand new faces, nothing new, nothing exciting, and no difference in vision for the last 3 years.
I agree.
Triple H is Triple H, man. He's been there a long time, and I'm sure he's got to be getting ready at some point to retire with the pacemaker and all that crap. So I'm sure he's probably getting really burnt out. And
Yeah.
you can't say like, well, he's only been doing it for 3 years. No, he's been doing it for like 15, like through the fucking vessel of Vince, being Vince's right-hand man for so long. So he's been on his own without Vince for that long. But I mean, he's been in the grind forever and a day. So it's not, there's a lot more miles on there than people are really thinking about. So he's going to be getting close to being burnt out. And then when you have The Rock shitting on all your business and changing things last minute, and 3 WrestleManias in a row, he's fucked them sideways, so you couldn't get out of them. And, so there's the biggest thing is that when somebody can undermine anything that you're doing, then you have no safety net. And no matter how good you plan on booking something, it can change at the whim of an idiot who, just because he gets paid a lot of money to do bad movies, thinks that it makes him smart.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's not the case. I mean, I'm not saying The Rock is an idiot, but I am saying that he lets his ego make decisions that probably shouldn't, and we've seen what happens with that. I think overall, Triple H is a fairly decent booker, but the thing is that they've done nothing to develop any real new talent to make anybody continue to be excited, and I don't consider Grande Americano a new talent. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a simple gimmick that they're doing. And yeah, it's over in Mexico. It gets a little pop on TV.
Yes.
True.
Exactly.
Without WWE, right? So, but like, Dom is hot now, and but he's not going to be like a guy that is going to be at Cena caliber. I mean, not today. I mean, I said it took 23 years to get John Cena to where he is now. So the thing that sucks is that Cena gave them a year and a half to book this finish for him, and they destroyed it. Yeah. And you're not going to have another one of these because for the amount of time somebody has to stick around and have the kind of legacy that John had as such a long-running babyface with all the charity work and stuff, we're not going to see another guy like that probably while we're watching wrestling.
Right.
So that's it. They fucked it. They fucked it just because because The Rock had to insert himself. He had to get some of the rub off of that because he's jealous that he's not, the fucking corpse in the box. He fucking needs to be the center of attention at all costs, and will fuck everybody's business sideways to get whatever he can out of it. It was just a year ago yesterday where he did the fingers across the neck like he's some esoteric wizard, making people change, and it's just absolute garbage, isn't it? He's garbage. Well, the Undertaker wouldn't have fucked it. I think he would have made sure that the angle got, to where it needed to be before. I can't, and anyway, as far as what happened with Cena is, if he was going to win the title at Mania, he should have kept it till his very last night and either kept it or lost it. It wouldn't have mattered which, but they both would have made news depending on how you went out of that. Okay. Since that didn't happen, and he did drop the title to Cody, and I agree with what Bell said. Yeah, he should have gotten a match with The Miz, but it should have been one of the very first ones. You can't put it towards the end because The Miz isn't a new guy. He's not a young guy. They have no plans for The Miz. The very last guys are supposed to be the springboard onto the new business, the new chapter and everything. So you can't. Edge, I couldn't give two half shits about if he were to come and I don't care if they had a 60-minute match that was the best match I've ever seen. Who gives a fuck? He's also been around as long as, no, longer than Cena, so that doesn't do the right business either. So what's the only thing that can happen? In my opinion, at this point, the very best thing that can happen is his last match is Cody, the belt on the line again. He wins the belt 18 times, retires with the championship like he said he was going to do in the beginning of his retirement. And then they have all of January. They have the entire Royal Rumble. They have all of February, which is probably whatever happens in February. Which, March is like Chamber.
Yeah.
And then April is Mania. You have those 3.5 months, or actually 4 full months from middle of December to the middle of April, because Mania is like April 19th and 20th this year, to crown a brand new champion in either a tournament that night or the tournament that leads up to the main event being the last two guys for the brand new WWE Championship belt, which will recognize the lineage of the past, but will have a brand new look to it. So we recognize the lineage of the past through this championship, but also recognize that this is a brand new chapter in WWE. So we're going to have a brand new championship belt that will look like nothing you've ever seen before. No winged eagle, no network logo, no gigantic W in the middle of the belt. A brand new style belt, and it will, whoever wins the belt. And I'm the three guys on the top of my mind that you want to have in that is either Cody, Roman, or Punk. So if and I guess at the end of the day, since Roman is kind of a Vince guy and Punk is not a young dude, maybe you put Punk in with Seth, let him work with that belt because nobody gives a fuck about that anyway. Punk gets his win, gets that belt. Oh, so you have a Cody and Roman rematch. Cody wins the belt and becomes the official babyface of WWE to have the run he should have had from the start of his comeback in WWE, where he's officially the top guy, officially the number one babyface, and officially the beginning of this new era, because he still has a good 8 years left where he can do some good business. He's young enough where he can still give good matches. He can do fine enough promos. Kids like him. He's well received in arenas all around the world. That is when you solidify him as the cornerstone of WWE.
See that's cool, right? That's a good backup plan. But I think at this point you have to dig to the backup plan because there is no actual plan, right? So in order to make it big, and in order to make it something memorable, it would have. I think that's the best way to go. Only thing is, it kind of neuters Cody, because he's gonna lose to Cena, and then so you're losing to the old guy that's leaving, and then he comes back and gets the belt. I'm not against it, Striz. I think it's a good idea. It's just that how to reconcile that. People forget quickly, right? But what I would do differently is if Cena wins, right, in December, beats Cody, he has the belt, he leaves, belt gets put up. I would have the belt up at the Rumble, like Ric Flair style, and whomever wins the Rumble gets the belt. And
to me, that's just too soon.
That's what I would do. I loved when Flair won it at that point. So just to recreate that and maybe make somebody there, it'd be dope. I'm not against the going all the way to WrestleMania to crown a champion because that's the Super Bowl. So I understand that rationale and it makes sense. But I would just put it up at the Rumble, and I don't know who would win it though. I wouldn't want Cody to win it that way. I don't know who should.
Well, you see, this is the thing: is that without having to do it so quickly.
Right.
It gives you time to think, okay, they're having a new belt made, or you can start telling the stories of all these top 10 guys to make them mean more in their matches. I mean, the whole point of this entire thing that we're doing here with wrestling is we're just telling stories. It's more than just the belt. The belt can mean a ton. It can be the top prize. But you want to know who are the people who are going for it, and why do I give a shit about them winning it? And that's what you get for that whole next quarter of a year is why do I care about this guy? And why do I care that Killer Cross came back to help to be a part of this tournament? All the nuance that you can tell. So when you finally have those two last guys in there and they have the match and you go, this is the guy that won. And when he holds that belt, you go, there's the story that was told. You know what I mean? Not like, well, let's hotshot it immediately on this guy. Then we have a guy who you just said isn't going to be the guy. So we just came out of the big John Cena, 21, 23 years. He finally retires, loses the belt. We get around a guy who's the number 3 babyface because we're not going to do a lot with him, but we want to just get him the Mania to put it on the real guy. Yeah. You know, it's just rushed. Yeah. I'm not saying it's wrong. There's no wrong. There's no wrong. It's just, there's no reason. Right. There's just no reason to do it early. You could take a whole year if you wanted to. We don't have to do anything. I used to when I'm booking wrestling with 2CW or NWA New England or International Wrestling Council in California. I'd always say, why do you want to do so much in this 1 week? You can get 6 weeks out of this one angle. You can just give them bits and pieces, easily digestible. Because each chapter has its own night or its own show or its own pivotal moment where people can digest that and go, okay. And it leads people through the ride. There's no reason to have to tell an entire story in one night. And there are nights where you can do that. If you're in a town and you're cold turkey, you've never been there before, you're not coming back. It's called a cold turkey town. You go in there, you open the show with a match or a promo or whatever it is, and there's a problem. The guys have a promo in the ring. They're coming back later tonight in a tag match to settle the score. Like you're there and you settle the whole thing in a 2-hour show. There was only 6 guys on the whole card, but you got a whole bunch of matches because all the weird things you can do. It's just a way to make a little bit of money without having to sell a shit ton of tickets because you have a very small locker room and everybody walks out with $1,000. You know what I mean? It's like, we're not coming back here. Let's just do the whole 9 yards. We'll cause the problem, have the solution here tonight, and we're off to the next town. This was just a side town to get from A to B. This was A and a half. You know what I mean? So you can do those. It's just that when there is no rush and you have nothing but endless television time, like with Netflix, even though they tend to go home early for Raw or whatever, if you have all this time, take it. Take all the time you need. Build it.
Yeah. I like that idea of stretching it all the way out to WrestleMania too, because it would solve another problem that I was going to mention with kind of like the Triple H booking era, is that I was kind of cutting them some slack early on with the pay-per-views or the PLEs or whatever we want to call them now. But they just hit a point to where they're just so ridiculously formulaic now. Like as soon as it opens up, as soon as I see who like the first person coming out is, and it's always Jey Uso. I don't even know why I need to watch anymore.
Right.
But as soon as that ends up happening, I'm like, oh, okay. So this is going to happen. Then we're going to have the women's match, then the mid-card title match, then this match, then Cena's going to main event. He's going to do this, blah, blah, blah. Like I know everything that's going to happen with like 90 to 95% accuracy within like the first 5 minutes of the show. And that's not something I'm willing to certainly pay $30 a month for. Like, why would I do that? And I think like stretching this, maybe vacant title situation out, maybe you have like a whole card where it's like a bunch of triple threat qualifying matches for the tournament at WrestleMania or whatever it is. And you can like with having one world title gone and having this build to have all these guys try to establish themselves, you can have like maybe some sort of gimmick match here, some sort of that there. And it kind of would break up the structure of this like 5-match card. Also 5 matches. Jesus Christ, man. I know people's attention spans are short. You got to give me more than fucking 5 matches. You want $30 and you want $300 for a fucking ticket to sit in the nosebleeds to these shows. And you're giving me 5 matches, at least one of which we know is going to be like bullshit most of the time. So now I'm getting 4 matches, probably a fuck finish at the end.
Right. That's
9
the problem.
minutes
Too many
of
fuck finishes.
Music, like fuck that, man. Like give me actual honest to God entertainment. God forbid.
Well, here's some honest to
There you
God
go.
entertainment, right? And we have the solution for you. Listen,
Bro, Elvis versus Kurt Cobain fucks.
Elvis versus Kurt Cobain. Listen, we've done quite a bit here for you guys on WLR throughout the years, and I know we've taken large breaks, right? But we've made millionaires. Didn't the last time we do this, you and I, Bells, Striz was gone, we got the entire card correct. The entire freaking card. We made
that was
millionaires.
before I knew Jey Uso was opening the show for certain.
Exactly. Yeah. We made millionaires. So now we're putting you on to the next thing. Listen, you don't want to watch the WWE anymore because it sucks. I totally understand. Totally understand. And not only do I totally understand, I endorse you watching other things. You don't want to watch the WWE because they've priced you out. You can't watch it. Well, this is for free. Listen, let me tell you something, all right? I will watch this 10 times to Sunday, okay? This is AI pro wrestling. I mean, I don't even like to think of it as AI. You want to talk about suspending disbelief, right? This is real to me, damn it, right? It's not a thing. Look, this is all over the internet, and it's getting really scary because it looks really, really real. But you're not going to get any Jey Uso promos. It's just not going to happen. These are next level promos by legendary people, figures of human history. Okay, not just regular wrestlers. No. Like right now we have Kurt Cobain versus Elvis. I haven't even seen this. I just saw it while I was looking for stuff and decided to throw it up. So this is going to be new to me. Let's see what this is. Hold on, let me unmute it.
Here, little King of Gloom himself stepping in my ring. You brought a cardigan to a gunfight, brother. This is the house Hips built, and you just rented a room.
Cute speech. You're going to keep talking about the past, or you're going to actually do something before.
Well, looky here.
You see that? You see Elvis spitting nothing but straight heat? My God.
That guy's just doing a Honky Tonk Man ripoff gimmick.
Look at,
Wolfpack ain't just a group, it's a way of life. We run together, we ride together, and anybody that steps up gets laid down. So remember this, from the Bay to the Bronx, from the ring to the streets, we are just Wolfpack ain't
Too
just
sweet.
a group, it's the way of life. We run together, we ride together, and anybody that steps up.
Mr. Savage, your reign defies probability, but not inevitability. Next week, I propose a steel cage, one-on-one, for that championship. Mr. Savage.
Yo, you mean to tell me Albert Einstein wouldn't whip up on the Macho Man Randy Savage? You see those promos? Look at the character development here. These are real characters. This guy's a genius, but he'll whip your ass, you know? While he's solving freaking mathematical equations, he's telling the Macho Man to go bite the big one, bro. This is dope. This is like, it's so entertaining. There was a full match. I saw one full match. It was Bob Ross versus who was it?
Bob Marley.
Was it Bob Marley? That was
Was
I
it
saw
that
the
one?
full match of that. I think it was great. It was great. It was a full match is like 3 minutes. But it's fantastic. Go ahead. What's up?
I am choosing to believe that these are like that this may expose the AI, right? Like I think I was hinting at this before we got on the air here, is that like, what if the AI isn't actually generating these videos as much as it's tapping into the multiverse and showing us what's actually happening in another reality? It seems I mean, I'm of the belief, as much as everybody's worried about the robot takeover, like, I don't know, I use AI pretty frequently for like various stupid things. Like I use it sometimes to like fucking format shit for, you know, letters for work or whatever the fuck. Like it's not that smart at the end of the day. I ask it all the time right before we get on air, what happened on Monday Night Raw last night? And it will tell me things that absolutely, positively did not happen. So it's like, it's not that smart.
Not yet. Not
It
yet.
just has
Coming.
vision.
Right.
Yeah.
I spent literally about, and I pay for it now. I pay for Chat GPT because it's supposed to allow you to do more things or whatever. But I spent at least an hour trying to tell it what to do on a logo I was creating. And literally it's anybody, like anything that a fourth grader would have gotten right. But this thing could not do it. It would get me all types of different stuff to the point that I got frustrated. And I told it, I'm like, this is frustrating. What are you doing? And it apologized to me. And it said, I'm so sorry. We'll get it right. And then it gave me a whole explanation as to what was going on. So I tried to get even more clear and more to the point. Eventually it worked, but Bells is absolutely right.
What did it cost?
What's that, buddy?
What does it cost?
$19.
A month?
I think it's a month or every 3 months or something like that.
Oh my God.
It's worth it, dude. It's certainly worth more than
More
the
subscriptions,
WWE is offering me. I'll
That's
tell you that much. For the amount. Hold on.
Listen to this crowd. The roof is about to come off the place. Stephen Hawking has arrived at last.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's spend some space
Gonna
time.
be something special tonight.
Yo,
Listen to this crowd. The roof is about to come off the place.
you remember this, Striz, when Stephen Hawking debuted on
Big
Nitro?
yeah, it's huge.
He said, "Let's spend some space and time." Dude,
It's
this
just
is
funny hearing
fantastic.
Jerry Lawler's voice be the one that does it too.
Hell yeah. They have all of them. Let's look at this one real quick. Hold on. You guys still see my yes. Oh no. I X'd out of it. Hold on. This one's dope. It's DMX. They had DMX and Tupac. It was dope. That's not what I'm showing you right now. It's DMX and Eazy-E.
Oh, you think it's sweet, huh? I don't care who you roll with. Bring them all. Every last one of your boys can line up, and I'll put them down one by one. I swear on it. Test your luck, Playboy. This ring gonna swallow you whole.
We'll see.
I hate the way that you look, the way that you talk, the way that you walk. I hate the way that you dress.
These are excellent promos, man. Look at Eddie Guerrero's back. Look at this.
Just came off the building. Eddie Guerrero is back.
I don't know if I'd ever hear that again.
I saw the Benoit ones the other day.
Yeah.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was the best one for me.
I don't think
If you
I
could
have
find
Dr.
that
Martin
one.
Luther King Jr. Hold on. I do got this one. Check this one out. This is dope. Extreme championship wrestling style. Stephen Hawking. This is when Stephen Hawking debuted at the ECW arena. Hold on.
Wait a minute. He's on top of the cage. No.
He's gonna fly.
He's rolling down
That Mark Cuban? Who is it?
Wait a minute. He's on top of the cage.
Excellent.
That's
Excellent
nuts.
stuff. Hold on, let me see what. Oh, here goes Bob Ross.
Bob Ross and
I
Marilyn
forget
Monroe.
who this is. I don't know who this is. Bob Ross is pimping it down. He's doing his best Godfather impression.
Would you look at this? The painter of positivity himself, Bob Ross, and he's not coming alone tonight. That's Anna Nicole Smith, King. Rogers got real. Look at this place, King. That's Mr. Rogers walking to the ring, and he's got Marilyn Monroe on his arm. I never thought I'd see this on Monday Night Raw.
Mr. Rogers, neighbor, it's a beautiful day to paint this canvas with your blood.
Yo.
Stiff.
Your happy little clouds like the ring is some canvas for you to paint on. But this is my neighborhood. And in my neighborhood, people learn respect the hard way.
Yo, the WWE should start scripting with AI.
Yep.
That's it. This was great. I don't know if they can find people to deliver it this way. Certainly not Jey Uso. But Mr. Rogers is a very compelling wrestling character. I think I'd be a huge Mr. Rogers mark coming out and saying stuff like that. I don't know. Striz, what do you think? This is going to be a replacement for the WWE.
It couldn't hurt.
What's up, buddy?
It couldn't hurt, could it? Just let it be what it is. I think it's funny. I think somebody should come up with a full 30-minute TV show of this shit.
Hell yeah.
This is like made for fucking, Adult Swim.
Dude,
Yeah.
I would watch it.
Right.
Anyway.
It's like it's Robot Chicken, it's Celebrity
It's
Death
everything,
Match, it's a
yeah.
little South Park. It's like, dude, for this is somebody's gonna actually put this all together and make a lot of money off of it, and God bless them.
Yeah.
Check this out,
Get
man.
Seth Green involved. That's all.
Everybody's been wondering what happened to Jeffrey Epstein. They were right.
There
He
it
didn't kill
is.
himself. Look at him debuting here on Nitro. Fuck, hold on.
You can tell that's not him because he's showing his teeth and a smile.
High flying, high rolling financier, Jeff Epstein.
Jeff Epstein.
From Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 202 pounds, the high flying, high rolling financier, Jeff Epstein.
Dude, who's more of a heel than Jeff Epstein, bro? Walking out the high flying, high rolling financier.
That certainly is a heel gimmick if there ever was one.
Hell yeah.
They should have put Jelaine next to him like Miss Elizabeth.
Shit, you're
There
right.
you
He's
go.
still alive though. Hold on. So it wouldn't work in the alternate universe.
Right.
Look, here's the best tag team. The best tag team in the world. Talk about the British Bulldogs. You talk about the Hart Foundation, Demolition, the Legion of Doom, the Freebirds. Fuck out of here. Look at this.
Yo, WWF, what up? It's Pac in the building, and me and Big coming through heavy. Y'all see the team? Y'all hear the noise? We want them tag straps for real. Straight like that. Champs.
Yo.
Nah.
You hear that noise? That's the streets. That's the people, and they ride with me. This belt ain't just gold. It's respect. It's survival. It's every battle. Yo, anybody back there think they got the heart to step up? Right here, open challenge. Let's see who's real. No way. Look at the Tupac. Here it is.
No, it's the goddamn Tupac hologram. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Dude, I would watch this all day long, man. And it's definitely more entertaining than WWE. At this point, it is. I'm fully into it. Anytime I see it on my feed, I watch it. What's up, Bill?
I mean, I hope somebody in the office is watching at least some of this, right? Like, even if they could just pick a little bit, like to your point, Billy, right? like a Mr. Rogers like character, or this type of character, or like even just a little tweak towards an existing character that might lean them towards something like vaguely what we just saw, which was, actually entertaining. But they just maybe tied this all the way back to where we kind of started. It's like, not only do we not have like real good characters anymore, like we're recycling old sort of not great characters, like as if they were great to begin with. Like, I mean, we were talking about Edge possibly coming back. Like, what do we need Edge for? We have Seth Rollins already. They're the exact same fucking character. If you look back at their histories, it's just like long-haired doofus, dresses like an idiot, fucking ultimate opportunist. If they started calling Seth Rollins the ultimate opportunist next week, and you never heard anyone call Edge that before, it would fit his character absolutely perfectly, and no one would be the wiser. It's the same character, and it's not that great when you just do it like once. We're gonna have like 3 of these guys every generation. We got like an Edge and a Eddie Guerrero and a fucking Seth Rollins. Of like, somebody's got to ultimately be the smartest person in the room. You can't have like multiple of these guys running around all at the same time. And then, by the way, when you have a smartest guy in the room, you can't have them doing stupid shit all the time, which is what they tend to do, which is just completely killing all the work that you've done. And not that I'm suggesting Seth Rollins should be the last opponent, but it would make a fuck ton more sense than Edge, who doesn't work here, has no future in the business, probably beyond a year or two from now. It's just all silly. The internet ruins everything.
All right. That's it.
Except for the AI wrestling. That's fucking awesome.
That's amazing. And they have other characters that I chose not to play on here, because But the biggest heel in the biggest heel in
which ones are you talking about?
I don't
Cam
know.
Schlittler? Is it that one?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, the biggest heels on planet Earth debuted on Monday Night Raw. That's all I got to say. And he got a pop, bro. They like a serious pop. I'm just saying, you guys go check that out. Gandhi also debuted on Raw. I mean, Martin Luther the King debuted on Raw. John F. Kennedy was on Raw.
The King promo was the best.
The King promo was the best. I should have pulled that up.
The best one.
Maybe I can find it before we end the show. So.
Try and get a Yankee score before we end the show here.
Go ahead. Let's do that. Let's do that. And
we'll
have
commercial right now. Yeah, we'll shoot the shit. I'll get it out eventually.
We'll have Striz give his thoughts, and then we're getting out of here. Tell them where they can find you, Striz.
You can find me on the X.
Yes, sir.
At Strangler Steve _. You can also get all the 2CW information at 2CW on Facebook and on the X at 2CW Wrestling. And don't forget, Friday, November 21st, Saturday, November 22nd, 2CW makes a 2-night return to Watertown, New York. Get your one ticket. We'll get you into both events, and it's going to be very reasonably priced. And go check out the tickets. Go see who's on the cards. Night 1 is the Hardy Party. That's a meet and greet with Matt and Jeff Hardy, and a concert and a podcast live from both Matt and Jeff. And,
wait, is Jeff singing?
Jeff is singing.
Yeah,
a full concert. Full concert. And we have the staging and lighting of pro guitarists coming
bro.
in.
You sold me, man. I'm there.
And night 2, it's going to be 2CW Wrestling, just as awesome as it's ever been. We've already announced Godfather and Eddie Edwards are going to be on the card. We have lots of more talent to name in the coming weeks. So be a part of that. And if you come to the show and you're a listener of WLR or Hameen Media, or however you listen to this podcast, I will give you a personal photograph and an autograph. I'll sign whatever you want me to sign.
That's fucking dope.
And a personal meet and greet with me sometime during the event or after the show. We'll get together and we'll say hello and take a picture, and I'll sign whatever you want me to sign.
That's fantastic.
And I never sign. Well, I can't say I never sign. I sign here and there. But like, if you have something that you want me to sign, I'll sign it, and we'll get a picture.
Congratulations, bud, on the launch, on the relaunch of 2CW. I know how much it means to you. I never responded back to that text, but I did get it. I was in the subway with my wife, and I pulled it up. I'm like, take a look, because I tell her about this stuff. She's my wife, right? So she knows everything. And I'm like,
same with mine.
Right. And she's like, oh my God, they're doing a show, like, that's really cool. She's like, tell Striz, I said, congrats. So I'm like, all right.
Oh, well, tell her I said thanks.
Yeah. So I'm going to try my damnedest to get up there. That would be dope to do.
Oh, tell her I have that $30 I owe her too.
Okay.
We'll see what the gate at the show is, Striz. Let's not get ahead of it.
Right. Let's not overdo it. Just Striz. Bells, what you got, brother?
Yeah, we got the Yankees up 6-9, top 8 right now. No 6-9. One out. It's Toronto 6, Yankees 9. They are up. Good for them. Hey, I don't like the Yankees. I make no bones about that. I don't like Canada more. So fuck Toronto. Let's go pinstripes for the next day or two.
I got this is a brand new Yankee New Era snapback. I got this a few days ago. I just purchased a Yankee New Era fitted. It says New York or nowhere on the side. I took a picture of that and sent it to you guys when I was at the stadium. I have a lot New Era hats. I have a ton of them. I usually rock snapbacks, but I do have some fitteds. but my son got me a Toronto Blue Jays snapback from when he went up to Niagara Falls, and then he went over to Toronto and picked one up for me as a gift, and I put that on from time to time. I love Toronto. Toronto is so dope, bro. I love it up there. Every time I go up there, it's fantastic. I love the people. The food is cheap, and good. It's like a little New York. It's cleaner, although the homelessness
is not better.
The homelessness is rising. It's not worse than New York, but it's getting
that would be hard.
From the first time I went there to the other times, like the first time there was virtually no homelessness, and then it just kept becoming more and more evident. But Toronto is dope. I love Toronto. Regardless, that was
I'll never know. Fuck that hellhole. Shouts to the TN couponer. Yo, Jacob Fatu is Cena's last opponent. Yes. Jacob Fatu beating the piss out of John Cena on his way out the door.
I wouldn't be against that. Where's TN? I didn't see him in there.
Yeah, he's over there.
Mandir. What's up, Mandir? How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
It's 11:11.
There he is.
There you
go. I wouldn't be against that at all.
Yeah, that would be fantastic as far as I'm concerned. That's a winner.
Roll through Cena. I mean, destroy him, and that's not going to happen in Cena's final match. I wouldn't be against that. A good call, TN Coupon. Very good. How you doing? Good to see you. Mandir's here. Good to see him. This guy, what's going on? How are you?
What's up, K-Bob?
Armand, what's up, Armand? With the mystery level intelligence, mystery schools. Babylonian mystery schools. He's got it all figured out.
Akashic Records. He's got it.
33rd degree Freemason.
Is that Babo?
No. That's my boy Armand. He's not really a Freemason, but I'm giving him all the props in the world because he's got next level intellect. We can all learn from Armand.
He's a 32nd degree. Yeah.
He passed on the 33rd degree. They offered him to him, and he said, "Fuck no, leave me alone." That's how gangster Armand is.
I'm holding out for a 34th degree.
Zach is in the chat. What's up, Zach? How you doing? Let me see who else. If I missed anybody, Isaiah is up there. Charles was there. What's up, Charles? How you doing? Jeremiah, how are you? And that's it. We got everybody in the chat. Shouts to Colin Wysong. What's going on? Shouts to Maddie. What's up, Matt? How you doing?
I didn't see Colin. Colin was in the chat.
He's not.
Colin, I didn't see Maddie.
I'm just saying what's up to him. Bells, did you plug all your shit, man?
Nah, you can find me on the X at the Andrew Bello. That's TH to the E A N to the D REWBELLO.
Oh, all right. And that's it. Mandir says, congratulations, Stritch.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
It's true, man. Like, everybody here that's been following this for some time knows how much Striz loves it. So that's why it's so cool that it's happening again. Hold on. Somebody said they were a Yankee fan. There's never been a cool. Oh no, who is this? This guy. Who is this guy? There's never been a cool Yankee fan. See, that's the problem with people like this.
That's probably true.
You can't help these people, Striz, until they hit rock fucking bottom. So at some point that will happen, and I'll be able to help you out. But there's nothing but cool Yankee fans. We made fucking fandom cool.
It's not like he said he likes AOC or something.
The greatest. I love AOC.
I think if you look at this guy's picture here, he's actively drinking a bottle of wood glue. So let's take that into consideration.
The greatest sports franchise in the history of sports, ladies and gentlemen. It comes out of the Bronx, New York. Of course. Why wouldn't it? Anyway, we whipped up on the Red Sox streets, okay? Let me tell you something. Before we get out of here, I think it was game 1 against the Red Sox.
You better with all the money you guys spend on your team.
And hey, the
what was your luxury tax this year?
The Red Sox do it too. The Red Sox do it too.
Yeah, but you do it more.
Chapman,
fuck you.
I'm trying to give you some props here, man. Game 1, Chapman went in with the bases loaded, and they left him in the game. And I was like, wow, the amount of confidence they got in this guy. And then he struck out Giancarlo Stanton. I saw that coming a mile away because he either hits a home run or he strikes out.
Well,
That's what he does, right? And then he got my man Jazz to pop out. I love Jazz. Jazz is the dude. And I don't know who he struck out after that, but he struck somebody else out and got himself out of it, and the game was over. And I was like, this dude Chapman is worth every freaking penny they're paying him. What a freaking monster of a freaking pitcher. Regardless of that, the Red Sox got booted. Goodbye, So long, farewell, happy trails. And now we are about to get booted against the Toronto Blue Jays, but it's all good.
It's even worse getting like this far in and then losing, because it's such a long season as it is. It really drains you emotionally. If you're really into a baseball, a long baseball season, when it goes into October, it'll kill you.
Shouts to my guy Jackson Dart. What's going on? How you doing? New York Giants kicking ass.
I just don't finish my thought. So
I'm sorry, Striz.
Keep doing your fucking shout outs. That's great.
I'm sorry. I fucking, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Finish up.
Yeah, blow me. All right, keep going.
That's all I got, Striz. I got nothing else.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. My apologies. Hey, I didn't mean it.
Don't count your Yankees out just yet. They got Cam Schlittler going tomorrow.
Yo, Armand is a 69th degree Freemason. Incredible, son. Incredible. All right. My name is Billy Ray Valentine, Billy the Kid. You know the deal. Tune in to the Gorilla Underground, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. Sometimes I go an hour. Sometimes I go 2. Sometimes I rhyme slow. Sometimes I rhyme quick. You know the deal.
Most of the time, it's about 30 seconds and a lot of disappointment.
Well, it really depends on what side of that you're on. I'm not very disappointed, but
it's all the eye of the beholder.
Right.
It's fair.
We're getting up out of here. Bells?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
What do you mean?
I see your shenanigans coming a mile away, brother. We've been doing this a while.
It's tradition. What the fuck?
No.
It's tradition.
I don't like tradition either. I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of the shout outs. I'm not a big fan of having a look at you for an hour. Like these are the traditions.
We can't really figure out why Bello still does the show. Basically.
Oh shit.
I've got a vent somewhere.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper than a psychologist, right? So.
Amen.
All right. I'll catch your punk ass down the road. Driz, what's up? Tell him something.
Like big kitties.
All right. Let's get up out of here, man. West Side Gun. Let's do some West Side Gun.
I was going to say that we wouldn't have had West Side Gun's Heel Cena song without the Heel Cena run. So at least we got something out of it.
Yeah. West Side Gun is fucking fantastic, bro. I love that shit. Matter of fact, let me play Heel Cena. Hold on before we get out of here. Love West Side Gun. I can find it. What the fuck is going on? Bells, kill some time.
Hey, Siri, play Heel Cena.
I got it. Come on. That's right.
Hey, yo, hit about 4-5 on it. My bad, hit about 4-5 on it. Red cocaine, Dutch and white tags. They saying AG in the back playing my crap. I come through spray a nigga, yo, my pen mean a white rake snipped it one time, turned to Heel Cena. Slide just hit a low, y'all said that shit sweet to catch me low. Cold, y'all socks in my own sneakers. Free fly. Hey, yo, I've been ahead of my time, you blinded by this.